should be cautious around here. Everything a Muslim princess could ever want. What is this?
Are you lost, Esir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age, goes by Eysa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you'll not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea. Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
That is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I am sure you can use it passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
Lay it by, Eysa. There is an easy way out of this.
Now where is the fun in that?
He's independent. Was I the same gift as her father? Like new. What I love that man will give her life. I mustn't let up. Your death draws near. Rain down! Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Suter, yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Eitri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son! And now I'll give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Balder, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Eysa! We found it! We found... Oh!
Found what? What have you found?
Eysa would not want me to say.
Eysa is no longer here. I am Javi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy. And you are in full control of my timber.
A mural. Eysa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern, that way!
So long as Sutur lives, my son will be his prisoner. But how does one kill that which cannot be killed? If death is not his weakness, then I must find something that is. The mural Eysa was searching for should be somewhere in this cavern. She believes there is something interesting here. I need to see what it is. I could use Loki right now. He always had a nose for treasure hunts. Found your mural, Eysa. Let's see now. Elven symbols, a few of which may allude to peaks or mountains. You? Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You'll fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? Two great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. The vault is located between two great mountains to the north. I should search there. Oh, you!
Go away! We've enough misery.
What do you see, Sunan? This must be the place. Secrets I will uncover here. Only Muspels leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Sigrun and Halstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests, identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now. Drag marks, and blood was shed, but only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Eysa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets, but before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being led a group of Muspels here. Sigrun and Halstein were likely prisoners among them, injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Eitri, while I searched for Balder. Perhaps I'll find some answers there.
See you, old friend. They will attack on sight here. Well, whoever helmed the ritual at the vault was once here. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful hookers.
secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutur are aware. All is marked here, along with the second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Eysa. Following me now.
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I am following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Calder, an adept in magic. Or Seder, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seder. At least not as I know it. He's using something called a Salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those. For now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mess yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters, just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds.
Hey!
Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Eysa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Eysa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen ones. Together.
Gosh, my feet are killing me. Need to rest them in the embers for a bit.
Hey! There! Take this up! Right
chosen ones. Together, we will enact Suitor's will.
No! Mind the Salakar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Calder fled northwest with Eysa snapping at his heels. He can't have made it far. Eysa chased after Calder like a rabbit hound, though he's no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit? These fools dared stand in our path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Eysa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Eysa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They're headed west. I need to find Calder before Eysa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I've always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Eysa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other, closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Eysa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl, Eysa. Your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. this area is off limits. No sight of Eysa or Calder. Only these curious youths and buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. Here, and drag marks leading to it. These were similar. I used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these muspels, Ragnarok came early. Spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Eysa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she's his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Baldur's sake. Is this blood Eysa's? Or is she still proving too much to handle? They paused here for a moment before continuing, most likely to resecure Eysa's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me, temporarily. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Eysa, they are young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here, toward the river. Eysa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Eysa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate, thieving man. I wish all the Aesir could see you now. I enjoy poking my blades into Calder's flesh, seeing what was underneath. What purity! And
The apple fell far in this case.
Shooter will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. I make sure. Shooter will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. I make sure he knows the truth.
Why is Sutur collecting hookers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutur will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some found wisdom will reveal itself.
Leave us be!
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it'll enjoy Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutinga. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Sutinga's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinga wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Sutinga is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Sutinga didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance,
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
I know you are hurt. Spirits, just to keep us down. There is little I can...
Show me what lies ahead. This is the place. The old home of Bramer and Lom. Oh, whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Ugh, looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. this wondrous cup of theirs? It should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Hey! I'll finish you! Keep the bolt of idiot distance!
Of all the acts, it's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigr is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigr is at the den to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
These rugged views. They remind me of when I once rode the land with Frigg. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanir. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife. But it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? There's the dam, but this tempest, it is unnatural. So the traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans, beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his mead, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
Portal! Someone help!
Come! Inflict a fate worse than death on me. Or die trying. Should I prevail, I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use. This is a fight to the death, not a lover's tip. Got your hands full now. You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hirokin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Malvigr. Yes, that's the place. This is the old workshop that... I should check if he's already here.
Where's a decent saw when you need one?
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir, is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard of...
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Surtur invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vanir had only just ended, and I was weary. Long after, I learned how Surtur devoured the elf's immortal light, Hugr by Hugr. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugrs does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel. The other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalfheim.
Allow me to introduce Eysa, treasonous daughter of Surtur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
I know the place. Home to the most ill-tempered shits imaginable.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broker. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
Nice to see you. Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
Let's see.
You know how it works. Fix a problem for Reda, get a reward. There will be blood. Thank you for taking it.
Let's see. Which one is over? You are always a word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Ogler.
He's the master of this workshop.
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
It's too hard, Tim. I'll keep looking. Here to help?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brocker or Sindri.
They still breathe. Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Broker?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Javi of Asgard was here.
Javi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Three times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brooker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah,
You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat.
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunger's special meat.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting. I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfheim's finest. Sweet scent of meat, fouled by the stench of muspels. And Jotnar too. The smell of meat grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here. Sindri's been here. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. Surely there is some sign of Sindri here. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Janshus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarnshus. That is where I should go next.
place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. Giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none. Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. But that other body over there, I hope it is not who I think it is. I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. Was this Calder's first victim? And that amulet, the sigil. Sindri, reckless fool. All this was a mead. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Brugger. Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches. Sindri's are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Calder sated the Salakar with the hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else?
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Brugger, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend broker to my will. I must speak with